Yes, and that continues around the clock. So this issue, though, of the $100,000, is it accurate to say that that is a policy position now moving forward? Because Federal News Network went through and they said, based on the last 3 fiscal years' data, your office would have to approve more than 5,100 contract actions worth that amount in the federal fourth quarter alone. So is it feasible? Because I know there's a check on wanting to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse, but is it feasible for you to even do that personally?
Yeah, this is a policy that's wide throughout the Department of Homeland Security for accountability purposes, and every contract has been signed and evaluated immediately and signed off by me. I want that accountability in place because it's the taxpayer dollars, and we need to know that when those dollars are going out to help communities, it's actually getting there. You know, you all know FEMA's track record over the last several decades. There was so much waste, fraud, and abuse and not help, especially for individuals like that went through North Carolina and Florida when they were hit with hurricanes, claims that haven't been paid for 20 years. What is different about Texas is that FEMA operated how President Trump wanted it to operate. He wanted me on the ground immediately making decisions, pre-deployed dollars. It's the fastest in history that FEMA has ever responded to a disaster. And I'm very proud of the fact that we didn't go there and manage it. We went there and allowed the local officials to manage it, to run it. The state did a fantastic job. We're there to support and give them what resources they need.
Okay, I want to give you a chance to respond to Senator Chris Murphy, Democrat, who said this on X. He says, the floods ripped through Texas on July 4th. On July 5th, FEMA received 3,000 calls from survivors. Only 1% went unanswered. That night, he says, Trump and Noem fired the people who answered the calls. So on July 6th, FEMA received 2,363 calls. 65% went unanswered. July 7th, 85% went unanswered. He ended by saying sick. Were people fired who could have been helping at the time?
It's an absolute lie. And that's what I think is so disingenuous and horrible about the situation. Nobody was fired. No contracts were ended. Everybody was there answering calls and doing all they could to help the people of Texas. So the fact that Democrats are politicizing this while people are still looking for their babies, they're still looking for their family members, I think is absolutely despicable. And the American people just, I think, need to know the truth of what they're doing and how they're taking advantage of this situation to help themselves politically. It's a disservice not just to the people of Texas and these families that are going through grief right now. It's a disservice to our country.